In this episode, we go riding with some local Guatemalans. But first, let's take a look around Antigua. Hey, Robot Chick.
Hello, Loner Cycle. How can I be of assistance to you today?
What can you tell me about Antigua Guatemala?
Antigua Guatemala, often referred to simply as Antigua, is a beautiful city located in the central highlands of Guatemala. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and one of the most popular tourist destinations in the country. Here are some key things to know about Antigua Guatemala. History. Antigua was founded in the early 16th century by Spanish conquistadors and served as the capital of Guatemala until a series of earthquakes in the 18th century prompted the Spanish authorities to move the capital to present-day Guatemala City. The city's full name was La Muy Noble y Muy Leal Ciudad de Santiago de los Caballeros de Guatemala, the very noble and very loyal city of Santiago of the Knights of Guatemala. Colonial architecture. Antigua is renowned for its well-preserved colonial architecture, featuring charming cobblestone streets, colorful buildings, and impressive ruins of churches and convents that were partially destroyed by earthquakes. The architecture reflects the Spanish Baroque style and is a major draw for visitors. Volcanoes. Antigua is surrounded by three majestic volcanoes: Volcán de Agua, Volcán de Fuego, and Volcán Acatenango. These volcanoes add to the stunning landscape and offer opportunities for hiking and outdoor activities.
Hey, thanks, Robot Chick.
You're welcome, Loner Cycle. If you have any more questions or need further assistance, feel free to ask. Have a great day.
So, good morning, YouTube. We got invited to go riding with my Airbnb host, which is, you'll meet him later. That's Brian and his brother Julian, and we're going to go somewhere for breakfast. I'm not quite sure, but we'll just follow him. Yeah, so right on. Super excited.
I'll follow you. All right. So Brian was telling me we're going to this breakfast place about an hour and a half away, I believe. But I guess a lot of the Guatemalan motorcyclist community likes to come here and have breakfast at this place. There's places like this all over the world, where iconic places where motorcyclists like to go to ride and check out each other's bikes. So I'm super excited about that. It's going to be a cool day.
Brian and I had a conversation about the nuances of good heavy metal. So Brian, if you're watching, this one's for you.
Dale, dejar un picante.
Gracias, muy amable.
Chime was the capital of the ancient Maya throughout the 15th and 16th centuries. 10,000 people lived here. As I walked around the park, I can't help but to wonder what life was like here. What were the politics? How did the economy function? With 10,000 people, food, water, and waste disposal all had to be worked out. Even without technology, they obviously had a functioning society. Only recently has the astronomical significance of the Mayan calendar been decoded. So to label this society as primitive is an injustice. We have so many things like the internal combustion engine and the integrated circuit, but we have lost a lot too. If one of these ancient people could see me experiencing this sight distilled through the tiny screen on my camera, rather than real time with my senses, surely they would scratch their head. People are consistent. They loved. They mourned and coped with loss. They fought. They negotiated. They dreamed. They raised children and cared for family and community members. They worshiped and pondered the eternal mystery. They had to agree on the rules necessary to live in a workable community. As I walked through the site, time seemed to dissolve for a brief moment. Even though the age is different, perhaps thoughts and feelings have a commonality throughout the eons. An experience of living a human life has little to do with time and space.
Riding through those towns with the close quarters, I maybe am kind of riding a little bit more aggressive and maybe perhaps a little bit unfriendly. But there's no way I'm letting those guys out of my sight. So my MO is I'm usually solo riding. So when I do ride with other riders, usually in far off places that I'm not familiar with, I just follow them because I'm usually looking at the maps, being super aware of my surroundings. I mean, orienting myself in my surroundings, and always making sure that that dot on the map jives with the map inside my head. Got to keep those in sync. So, but when I find myself riding with other riders, local riders that know the lay of the land, I let all that go. I just follow them. They think about it. So my point is, there's no freaking way I'm letting these guys out of my sight, because I really don't know where the hell I am. Very far from home. Sure, I got internet. I can find my way back if I needed to, but it's just nice to not have to think about navigation. enjoy the ride. But these guys aren't thinking about navigation. I mean, they're from here. And I also do the same when I'm close to home or familiar areas with other motorcyclists. I mean, it's like, hey, come on, just follow me. I know the way. You know, get back, enjoy the ride. It's kind of a nice thing. The trade-off there.
Okay, so Julian has offered to let me try out his bike.
Hey, Brian.
Hey.
So we'll look over the details of this in a minute because Brian's on kind of a time crunch here. So yeah, super cool.
Oh. 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 Okay. Oh my God. Oh my God. This is so freaking nice. It's like I don't have a ton of bricks tied to my back. It's like I can maneuver and enjoy the ride. I'm not like super focused on controlling the bike. Oh man. Okay, so like I said, we'll go over the details of the bike in a minute because Brian's only got a minute here. But apparently this is a brand that's between an Indian manufacturer and KTM. So it's got basically the same motor as Brian's 390 up there, but I think the KTM's got a hotter tune. But anyway, so far, clutch is like feather light, super nice. Oh my God, this is heaven. This is freaking heaven. Okay, give it a little bit of biggie here. Nice. If I'm reading this correct, we got a 13,000 RPM a red line. Let's see here. Oh yeah. Definitely an RPM motor. I only took it up to 10 there because, you know, we're just on the side street. Oh my God, it's so freaking maneuverable. Light like a feather. I'm in freaking heaven. Oh. Real nice neutral handling. It's not super sharp or super twitchy, but it's not slow either. It's really confidence inspiring. Now, I'm not seeing any clickers on the top of the ports, but so if I got my calculations right, we went up to about 65 going up this hill. I was able to pass those cars and still have plenty left. So I mean, for 400cc single, you know, not a problem. No problema. And it's super smooth. Super smooth. No vibration. Right on, man. This is so cool. Okay, so if I have my calculation conversion right from kilometers per hour to miles per hour, so I think we were hitting about 70-ish coming down there. And yeah, would I want to ride this thing 70, 80 miles an hour all day? Yeah, probably not. Could I do it? Sure. But it would start to get a little bit monotonous. But you know, for speeds under that, man, what a hoot! This bike is just brilliant. Now I'm back to the buzziness. You know, maybe there is a little bit of vibration coming through the pegs, and I think it's not so much the engine is not buzzy. I think it's just dampened very well. I think they've done a really good job of isolating the vibrations. And I have a vague memory of reading about these engines having a pretty good balance, anti-balance situation, balance shaft. And oh my God, these cobblestones, it's like nothing. And it was beating me up on the Tenere. These I don't know, maybe suspension is set up softly, and there's a good possibility that it is. I don't know, we'll look and see if it's quicker later. But yeah, if I lived in this town, I'd be definitely reaching for my clickers on the Tenere, because I got the Tenere set up for you know, for a twisty road, and that's not always the best ride. Hey, bro.
You like it?
Oh yes, this bike is brilliant.
How are you, man?
Hey man, how's it going?
Good, good, good.
Oh man, this is brilliant.
You
This
like
is
it? Yeah.
beautiful. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
It's my
Hey,
baby.
you want to ride the Tenere?
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay, cool.
It'll be
Maybe
good.
we'll go out of town and you can try it on the highway.
All right, cool.
Yeah,
It'll be
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. So like after work or?
Well, I need to work till 1 p.m. So probably I go to my mom's house and we can meet there at 1:30.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
Yeah, we'll be good.
Right on.
All right. All right. Enjoy it. Keep enjoying, man.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man.
All right.
I like it.
Right.
See you in a minute. Hey dude, thanks for taking me out using your lunch, man. I appreciate that.
No worries, no worries. Next time maybe you can try this one.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Saying the engines are very similar, right?
Yep. Basically the same motor, but this one is way more aggressive.
Okay. So, on your bike, do you have adjustments for the suspension?
No, in this one you don't. It's in the 390 Adventure that you have.
Oh, okay. But so it's there's no clickers, but you still got the WP. That
Yeah.
they're
Very
excellent
good
suspension.
suspensions.
Okay.
The Dominar and the KTM are pretty similar, but this one is way more aggressive
It's
than the Dominar.
So it's got a hotter tune on it, but the motor's the same. They share technology. Because, oh yeah, check it out. They're the same shape, the crankcase, like this shape here.
Yep.
And the filter. Yep. Nice.
Yeah, you definitely need to try the 390 and compare both of them.
Oh, cool. Right on,
Like I
man.
say,
Okay, I don't know if you can see this or not, but Brian was telling me that this is the mode I wanted to ride it in. All right. Get it? Okay. Right off the bat, I can tell the suspension is much more sportier than that bike. I don't know what it's called. Oh yeah. And the controls are much more twitchy, sensitive, I guess I should say. It's Yep. Definitely KTM. Oh my god. This would be a hard city to live in if you like to have a performance bike, man. Wow. These roads just beat you up. Holy crap. Oh, thank God. Got more of a throaty sound. Yeah. Less neutral handling, for sure. Meaning, what am I trying to say here? That bike up there, it's all very forgiving. It just kind of does what you want it to do, nothing more, nothing less. Now this one, you wiggle your pinky toe and you go in another direction, the direction you want to, or you wiggle your pinky toe and you go in a direction you don't want to go, or you want it to go in a direction and you wiggle your pinky toe and it doesn't go there. So yeah, it's much more I guess more of a advanced, not beginner type bike. But we'll be able to tell for sure when we get out in the street, but power band's a little bit different, a lot different. And we'll see up here when we open it up on the street, but I suspect it's got more top end and less mid-range. Also, the way this bike tracks, I actually have to think about keeping it going in a straight line. If I just space out, it starts wobbling. Yeah, it's not a negative characteristic. It's just the way it is. I mean, if you're going to have a sharp handling bike, you have to pay attention to make it go straight. Opposite thing. If you have a bike that's really stable going in a straight line, it ain't going to corner, or you got to pay more attention to corner. So it's just it's a conversation in sacrifices, compromises. It's a conversation of compromises. What you want to do on your bike? What kind of experience do you want to have? like I can really feel this thing rumble at an idle, where that thing was real nice and smooth. So it's amazing how you can take a very platform, a very similar platform, and with tuning adjustment and some engineering work, how the end result is completely a completely different experience. Oh yeah, more ooh, holy crap. Yeah, so it's real interesting with tuning an engine. I mean, it's really, if you're going to get more horsepower out of an engine, you're putting all your power up at the top of the RPM range. Like that bike up there, 8,000 RPMs, you'd have a little hit, but this one really's got a power band. But down low, when you're just cruising around, there's not much there. You gotta spool the engine up. See, even my riding position, where I really have to use my posture to get this thing, to get it where I want to in a corner. Now that's not a bad thing. It's just, with that thing, you just set it and get it. This, you have to be a lot more intentional with your line. How you move your body through the corner, then you can get it to go where you want to. But otherwise, the bike starts riding you. It starts telling you where you want to go, and it's like, no. So, I don't know if I would go as far as to say a beginner or inexperienced rider shouldn't have this. It's kind of hard for me to say because I've been riding since I was 6 years old. So I don't know what it's like to be an inexperienced rider. But it would seem to me, if you weren't familiar with the details of a motorcycle, it might feel a little bit unwieldy.
Well, that just about does it for today. Thanks for coming along. And I'll leave you with this picture of a guy with a bell. Just look at that bell. That's a cool bell. Thanks a lot.